First draft underway. The spiritual haiku book is 16K now. So there we are, opening again with another haiku, and as we look to delve deep into the spiritual meaning of what that's all about. And thank you so much for coming on by to see these latest thoughts. And I'm going to make a little deal with you. So pay attention. If you kind of like this comment or this commentary or these thoughts, and you listen to the haiku, and you'd like a haiku from me to you, it's like a little gift for you to watching this today. Um, Stay around and watch this video, and I'll tell you how that can happen. And I'll give you like instructions, and you can sort of like put the right words down to me, and I will gladly get on my creative side and just write 3 little lines just for you. Because I think that's right. It's a nice little exchange going on. You're watching, taking the time to watch me, so the least I can do is put that down. Now, in the unlikely event that I get thousands and thousands of comments, but you never know, I will certainly respond to you, that I promise you. And on that note, let's get into what this is all about today. So we're going to go break it down, as I always do. Some of you may have seen these before. What I do is go through each line, break it down, and extrapolate the meaning behind it. So today, I've put down first draft underway. And why have I put that down? Well, I am actually writing a little spiritual book on haikus. I'm sort of like well on my way with that, but we'll talk about that another time. But for today, I want to get back about what that means for us. So, as a writer, one of the best things we do is when we write is to just get into that process, the process of just writing, not thinking, just getting your pen or in my case the keyboard and tip tapping away and kind of giving myself little daily targets of like putting stuff down, just literally just word dump, bang, and just put that through. That's my way of working, and I have had stuff published online. If you ever want to look me up, just look up Gary Hewitt stuff published. It's a lot of stuff online. It's sort of like a lot of these places are free. Unfortunately, quite a few have gone by the wayside due to kind of like, how can we put it, financial pressures and what and the like. And in the old days, there wasn't no host fees or anything like that. People just used to put stuff on the internet. It was really free. Not anymore. But nevertheless, there is some stuff of mine out there if you want to have a look. And if you're crazy enough, you can even buy my book. But it's paranormal horror, which is completely different from this. Uh, but as I come back to the point, the way I write, it is in this vein of literally just putting stuff down, allowing myself to be surprised, and that's what it's about. If I start writing anything, any story at all, with a rough idea where I'm going, I leave the door open for big plot changes, big surprises, big revelations, and the like. So it's a great way to do writing. But you're thinking, Gary, I ain't no writer. I'm not interested in that. And I'll get you, because now we're going to come to how we can do that in real life, in our everyday lives. Now, of course, there's structure in our lives. We normally we get up, we go to work, we put in the hours to work overtime or whatever, and you'll have sort of like your expectations. They'll give you your worksheets and whatever you got to do, and of course you're expected to do it. Because if you don't, they'll say, well, there's the door, bye bye, nice knowing you. So, of course, we'll get that. We have our obligations, we have our family obligations and everything else. But just imagine if you could get into this kind of first draft stage, as I call it, in your lives. So get up in the morning and thinking like, what surprises can come along, and could be on the way to work, thinking yourself like, I always go this way to work. How about if I go a different way today? Or who am I going to meet? So maybe you'll pass someone you don't normally, just normally walk past people. Just say hello to them. See what interactions you're getting going on there. And try really to be in that present moment. Try not to think about kind of what's coming up, because these are ways that we can like help ourselves overcome things like procrastination. And I'm going to dedicate this video today to overcoming procrastination, because that is one huge issue. And procrastination, let me tell you, it comes from overthinking. It comes from thinking, oh, I've got this to do, I'm going to put that off till later. I'm going to do this instead. If you truly get into the spirit of just doing things on the fly, on the moment, and the procrastinating thing you're procrastinating could just, you tell yourself, I'm going to hop into that energy now. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to enjoy the process while I'm doing it. And this is important because when you're doing your first draft, you're enjoying the process as a writer. I'm enjoying the process. So why on earth can we not enjoy our lives, no matter what we're doing? I get it. I've been there where we're doing jobs. You think, oh God, here we go again. Yeah, totally understand that. But we can still bring that enthusiasm and trying to keep our energy high, because as soon as we drop down into that, oh, for God's sake, I don't know why I bother with this. This is a complete waste of time. Yep, you're on that downward spoke. Let's not go there. So get into that energy of really being in that present moment. And then I come to my next line, this spiritual haiku book. Now, obviously, in my instance, the attention is on the haiku book. It is the work in progress, for want of a better word. And that's what I want to see in your lives, how your life is a piece of art unfolding before you. Your existence is evolving day by day by day by day. And just think to yourself, like, wow, look at what wonders can come into my life today. There will always be something nice. You might have to do a little bit of delving, a bit of deep sea diving sometimes to find it. We get that. Um, but there will be something nice. It could be simple, something simple as, oh, that cup of tea was rather tasty. I really enjoyed that. It was one of the best teas I've ever had. Could be a nice meal. It could be a pleasant phone call with someone. It could be meeting your partner and saying, hi, how are you today? And just getting into that energy. Or it could be just finding out some new information. But I can guarantee you, if you look hard enough, you'll find something that gives you pleasure. And take that into your heart space. Bring that to you. And understand that your life is forever unfolding. And those things that you've been putting off, just step into that energy and see yourself doing it. Make yourself kind of like into that energy of actually getting it done and doing it with a smile on your face. Now, believe you me, I am very much one who used to put things off, and still do, if I'm honest. This is like you guys. This is a work in progress. This man right here. But when I used to work way back in London, we used to have this tray, and there would always be this bigger, onerous task. They'd say, "Oh, let me knock everything out first, and then I'll come to it." Instead of thinking, well, I'll think about it, I said, just get it done. Pick it up, get out there and get it done. Then it's not going to sit there like some great big flipping rhinoceros on your shoulder going, I'm still here, I'm still here, and I'm weighing you down all day. Because once it's done, you're free of it, aren't you? You've done those onerous tasks, those big tasks. So just imagine your life's like this great big inbox. And rather than flip things around, change things into the things, well, rather do that. Literally just imagine you're going bit by bit through that in tray, just whittling it down. And that includes no matter what way they come, small things, big ones, they're in order. Just deal with them as they come. Because since you start putting things off, it's like a magnet, isn't it? Another thing will come on. And this is what used to happen. I think I'll put that one on. And then there'll be another great big flipping thing to do, another great big task. And before I know it, I've got like about 7 or 8 of these blooming tasks. And I think, oh, Christ. And then I get to, oh, well, let's just get on with it then. Let's stay ahead of the game. Get them done before they become those big tasks and you get yourself free of them. And again, the trick is to enjoy doing it. It's ourselves that tells us, oh, this is a horrible job I've got to do. If you just go to yourself, right, let's get this done, let's get this done, and I'm going to have a good time doing it, no matter what it is. Now I get that that could be a struggle for a lot of us, but at least we're going with the right energy. And because when we're with the lighter energy, tends things to flow better, don't they? It tends to go well, and we'll get that state of grace, as I call it. Getting the state of grace is a beautiful thing. And then I've put the last line is 16K now. So what that means tells me is, hey, look what I've done. I've done 16,000 words in a state of what, a couple of weeks. So for me, that's quite a good thing because again, you're talking to the king of procrastination here. Um, and my desktop is littered with projects that have started then stopped. And I'll go and do something else. And there, I can look to you now. I've got stuff on there like this. It's loads of start and stop stuff. I am the typical air energy. I'm a Gemini, and we are that creative energy. We can get bored very easily, which is why sometimes I need that little bit of structure just to say, come on, Gary, just keep working and we'll get there. And it's trying to find something that's not a prison, but at the same time gives me that opportunity to flow. And so, what I say to you is with your lives, because we're really talking about our existence here, and those things that hold us back, those procrastination worries, um, and see how you're getting on. Just tell yourself, oh, look what I've achieved today. Um, and when you think about all the things you've achieved, those things you're procrastinating on, you can take that into that energy and say, I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to get this done, whatever that is. Whatever those big bugbears are, just go in there and take them on head first and see yourself progressing. And when I say is 16K now, I'm going to turn this back on you. What have you done with your lives? What are you really happy with? What are your proudest moments? Maybe write them down. I'm not saying you have to share that with me, but for yourself, write them down. Just like a nice little A4 sheet of paper and keep adding to them. There'll always be something. That you can add if you're struggling. And here's a little tip for you. When you're struggling, you think, oh, what have I done? I can't think of anything. Close your eyes, just drop in your heart space. That won't lie to you. That will give you answers, I promise you. So go into that space, see what those revelations are for you, and, you know, find the happiness from that. This is brilliant. This is wonderful things that you've done and achieved to take yourself forward in those beautiful lives of yours. So that's my kind of sort of like takeaway there. Now, I did say, didn't I, that I will write a haiku for those who are willing to join in. So, and if you've made it this far, I thank you. It means these words do mean something to you because I know a lot of people are long gone by now. They look at me and think, oh, God, he's reading poetry. Ta-da. I totally get that. Um, but for those who stay to the end, it's simple. Just write in the comments below, Gaz, haiku me now. Gaz, haiku me now. And I will gladly send you in a sort of like a nice little message for you. Um, Now, I will say that if you've got some funky, sort of like strange name on top, like ZZ2248 at youtube.com, I might struggle to find a message with your name on it. But if you could just put like, you use any name you like, really. But if you was just to say your name, I'm not asking for your full name, but say, for example, your name's Joanne, just put Joe. Can you send a haiku to Joe? And I'll do that for you, not a problem. But it's something I enjoy, and I hope it'll have some. It's just a nice little fun thing to do. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. I wish you all a beautiful day whenever you're watching this, and take care and catch you soon. Much love. Bye bye.